Wait, before you finish that meal, let me show you something that might surprise you. Did you know there are three common foods most doctors call healthy, that new research links to faster joint aging? I was shocked when I learned this, and I need to share it with you, because chances are you're eating at least one of them today. Hello, my dear friends. I'm Dr. Sarah Williams, and I've spent 25 years helping seniors live healthier, more active lives. Today, I want to share something important with you. Recent research has identified three common foods that may be contributing to joint problems in seniors. But here's the encouraging news. There are 5 powerful foods that can help support your joint health. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm going to share both with you. And I'll start with a story about my patient Barbara, who went from barely being able to walk to hiking with her grandchildren. Let me tell you what she changed. Let me tell you about Barbara. She's 68 years old, lives in Denver, Colorado. She was a teacher for 40 years, a grandmother of 5 beautiful grandchildren. And for the past 3 years, Barbara has been dealing with something that was slowly taking away the life she loved, joint pain, especially in her knees. Every morning when she woke up, her joints felt stiff, almost frozen. Getting out of bed took 5 minutes. Walking downstairs, she had to hold the railing with both hands and take it one step at a time. Playing with her grandchildren on the floor. Impossible. She'd watch them play from the couch, wishing she could join them. Barbara tried everything. Pain medications that upset her stomach, physical therapy that helped a little but didn't solve the problem, special shoes, knee braces, heating pads. Some things provided temporary relief, but the pain always came back. When Barbara came to see me, she was frustrated. She said, "Dr. Williams, I've done everything my doctors told me to do. I take my medications, I try to stay active, I eat what they say is healthy, but I'm getting worse, not better. I feel like I'm losing my independence, and I'm only 68. Is this just what happens when you get old? Do I have to accept this?" I looked at her medication list. I looked at her medical history, and then I asked her something most doctors never ask. "Barbara, tell me exactly what you eat in a typical day." And that's when I found it. Barbara was eating 3 foods every single day, foods she thought were healthy, foods her previous doctors had even recommended, that were contributing to her joint inflammation. When I showed her the research, she couldn't believe it. She said, "But these are supposed to be good for me. How can they be making it worse?" That day I gave Barbara a simple plan. Avoid these 3 foods. Add 5 specific joint-supporting foods. Give it 4 months. Let's see what happens. Barbara agreed to try. Now, before I tell you which foods Barbara was eating, I want you to understand what happens to your joints as you age. Your joints are cushioned by cartilage, a smooth, rubbery tissue that allows bones to glide over each other without pain. Around age 60, this cartilage naturally starts to thin a little bit each year. Your body also produces less joint fluid, the lubricant that keeps everything moving smoothly. This is normal aging, but here's what most people don't know. Certain foods can speed up this process dramatically. They increase inflammation, break down cartilage faster, and reduce your body's ability to repair joint tissue. Other foods do the opposite. They reduce inflammation, support cartilage health, and help your joints stay strong. Research over the past decade has made this crystal clear. What you eat directly affects your joint health. A study from Harvard Medical School followed over 5,000 seniors for 10 years. They found that people who ate more inflammatory foods had significantly more joint pain and faster cartilage loss. But those who ate anti-inflammatory joint-supporting foods maintained better mobility and had less pain, even as they aged. The difference wasn't small, it was dramatic. And it wasn't about genetics or luck, it was about food choices. So, what were the three foods Barbara was eating every day? Foods that new research links to faster joint aging. Let me show you. And as I go through these, I want you to think about your own diet. Are you eating these too? The first food that may be contributing to joint problems is refined grains and added sugars. This includes white bread, white rice, pastries, sugary cereals, bagels, muffins, and most baked goods. Barbara ate toast with jam every single morning. Here's what happens when you eat refined grains and sugars. Your blood sugar spikes rapidly. This triggers your body to release inflammatory chemicals called cytokines. These cytokines travel throughout your body, including to your joints, where they cause inflammation and break down cartilage. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people who ate refined grains daily had 40% higher levels of inflammatory markers in their blood compared to those who ate whole, unprocessed grains. Higher inflammation means more joint pain and faster cartilage breakdown. It's like pouring acid on your joints every time you eat these foods. Barbara had eaten toast with jam every morning for decades. She thought it was a quick, harmless breakfast. When I explained the inflammatory effect, she was shocked. But here's the good news. She didn't have to give up breakfast. She just changed what she ate. Instead of toast, she started having eggs with vegetables or steel-cut oats with berries and nuts. Within 2 weeks, she noticed her morning stiffness was improving. Her joints felt less swollen when she woke up. Now, that's the first food, but the second one might surprise you even more. It's something many seniors eat every day thinking it's healthy. The second food linked to joint problems is processed and cured meats. This includes deli turkey, ham, bacon, sausage, hot dogs, and salami, even the ones labeled low-fat or healthy. Barbara had a turkey sandwich for lunch almost every day. Processed meats contain something called AGEs, which stands for Advanced Glycation End Products, and they do exactly what the name suggests. They accelerate aging in your body, including in your joints. Ages damage collagen, the protein that gives your cartilage strength and flexibility. They also create oxidative stress, which triggers inflammation. A study in the journal Nutrients found that people who ate processed meats more than 3 times per week had significantly higher rates of osteoarthritis and more severe joint pain. The preservatives used in these meats, like nitrates and nitrites, also contribute to inflammation. Research from the Arthritis Foundation suggests that reducing processed meat intake can decrease joint pain by up to 25% in some patients. Barbara thought she was making a healthy choice with turkey sandwiches. Low fat, high protein, what could be wrong? But once she understood the age content and inflammation risk, she made a simple change. Instead of deli meat, she started using fresh cooked chicken breast or canned salmon. She'd cook a chicken breast on Sunday and slice it for the week. Or she'd have a big salad with grilled fish. The change was simple, and within a month she noticed her knee pain was noticeably better, especially in the afternoons. Now, those first 2 foods are significant, but the third one is probably in your kitchen right now, and it might be the most inflammatory of all. The third food that may be contributing to joint inflammation is something most people use every day: vegetable oils high in omega-6 fatty acids. This includes soybean oil, corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, and safflower oil. These oils are in almost everything: salad dressings, mayonnaise, fried foods, baked goods, restaurant meals. Barbara cooked with vegetable oil every day because her doctor years ago told her it was heart healthy. Here's the problem with these oils. They're extremely high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, omega-6 isn't inherently bad. Your body needs some. But the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 in your diet matters tremendously. Ideally, you want a ratio of about 1 to 1, maybe 2 to 1. But the average American's ratio, 20 to 1. 20 times more omega-6 than omega-3. This imbalance triggers chronic low-grade inflammation throughout your entire body, including your joints. Research published in the journal Prostaglandins, Leukotrienes, and Essential Fatty Acids found that high omega-6 intake increases production of inflammatory compounds called prostaglandins. These compounds cause joint swelling, pain, and cartilage breakdown. Studies show that people with arthritis who reduce omega-6 oils and increase omega-3s experience significant pain reduction, often within weeks. And Barbara was shocked. She'd been using vegetable oil for 30 years, thinking it was the healthy choice. The switch was simple, but required awareness. She replaced all her vegetable oils with extra virgin olive oil for salads and low-heat cooking, and avocado oil for higher heat cooking. She started reading labels and avoiding foods cooked in soybean or canola oil. It took some adjustment, but within 6 weeks, Barbara said her overall inflammation felt lower. Her joints felt less puffy, less tender. So those are the 3 foods that new research links to increased joint inflammation and faster cartilage breakdown: refined grains and sugars, processed meats, and high omega-6 oils. Barbara was eating all 3 every single day. But here's the encouraging part. Once she removed them, her body could finally start healing. And when she added the 5 joint-supporting foods I'm about to share, everything changed. Now, before I tell you about the 5 healing foods, I want you to do something for me. Look at your hands right now. Make a gentle fist. Feel your knuckles, your fingers. These joints and all the joints in your body, they want to heal. They're designed to heal. But they need the right building blocks, they need the right nutrients, and that's exactly what these next 5 foods provide. Foods that reduce inflammation, support cartilage regeneration, and help your joints stay strong and flexible even as you age. So what are these 5 powerful foods? Foods that Barbara added to her diet that helped transform her joint health in just 4 months? Let me show you. And I promise these are not expensive, exotic, or complicated. These are real whole foods you can find at any grocery store. Healing food number 1, and this is perhaps the most powerful anti-inflammatory food for your joints, is fatty fish. Salmon, mackerel, sardines, herring, and anchovies. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA, which have profound anti-inflammatory effects on your joints. Here's what omega-3s do for your joints. They directly reduce inflammation by blocking the production of inflammatory chemicals. They support cartilage health by providing building blocks your body needs for repair. They increase joint lubrication by improving the quality of your synovial fluid. A comprehensive study from Harvard Medical School followed over 4,000 seniors for 10 years. Those who ate fatty fish at least twice a week had 52% less joint pain, 44% slower cartilage loss, and significantly better mobility compared to those who rarely ate fish. Another study in the Annals of Rheumatic Diseases found that omega-3 supplementation from fish reduced the need for anti-inflammatory medications in arthritis patients by up to 40%. You need 2 to 3 servings per week. Fresh salmon is wonderful, but canned salmon and sardines work just as well and cost far less. Barbara started with canned salmon mixed into her morning eggs. Twice a week, she'd have a piece of grilled or baked salmon for dinner. Simple, affordable, effective. Healing food number 2 might surprise you. Tart cherries, specifically Montmorency tart cherries. These small, bright red cherries contain powerful compounds called anthocyanins that have remarkable anti-inflammatory effects. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition found that tart cherry consumption significantly reduces markers of inflammation in the body. A study at Oregon Health and Science University showed that people with arthritis who drank tart cherry juice twice daily for 3 weeks experienced a 20% reduction in pain. What's remarkable is that tart cherries work similarly to NSAIDs like ibuprofen, but without the side effects. They naturally inhibit COX2 enzymes, which are responsible for producing inflammatory compounds. Another study found that athletes who consumed tart cherry juice had faster recovery and less joint pain after intense exercise. You can eat fresh or frozen tart cherries, about 1 cup daily, or drink tart cherry juice 2 ounces twice a day. Barbara started drinking a small glass of tart cherry juice every morning and evening. She said within 2 weeks she noticed her joints felt less stiff when she woke up. The morning pain that used to last for hours was gone within 30 minutes. Tart cherries became one of her favorite additions. Healing food number 3 is bone broth or collagen supplements. Bone broth made from chicken, beef, or fish bones is rich in collagen, glucosamine, chondroitin, and other compounds that your cartilage needs to stay healthy and repair itself. When you consume bone broth or collagen, you're giving your body the exact amino acids it needs to rebuild cartilage. Studies show that collagen supplementation can improve joint pain, stiffness, and function. A study in the journal Current Medical Research and Opinion found that people with osteoarthritis who took collagen daily for 6 months experienced a 40% reduction in pain and a 20% improvement in physical function. The glucosamine and chondroitin naturally present in bone broth have been shown to slow cartilage breakdown and support joint structure. You can make bone broth at home by simmering bones in water for 12 to 24 hours, or buy high-quality bone broth from the store. 1 to 2 cups daily is ideal. If that's too much work, collagen powder is an excellent alternative. Mix 1 scoop into your morning coffee or smoothie. Barbara found making bone broth overwhelming, so she used collagen powder every morning in her coffee. She said after about 6 weeks, she noticed her knees felt more cushioned, less bone on bone when she walked. Healing food number 4 is turmeric, specifically the compound in turmeric called curcumin. This bright golden spice has been used in traditional medicine for thousands of years, and modern research shows it's one of the most powerful anti-inflammatory compounds in nature. Curcumin works by blocking multiple inflammatory pathways in your body. Research published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that curcumin was as effective as ibuprofen for reducing arthritis pain, but without the gastrointestinal side effects. A comprehensive review in the journal Molecules analyzed multiple studies and concluded that curcumin significantly reduces joint pain and improves function in people with osteoarthritis. Another study showed that curcumin may actually slow cartilage breakdown by reducing the activity of enzymes that destroy cartilage. The anti-inflammatory effect is so powerful that some researchers are calling turmeric a natural alternative to prescription anti-inflammatory drugs. You can add turmeric powder to smoothies, curries, soups, or make golden milk by mixing turmeric with warm milk and honey. The challenge is that curcumin isn't absorbed well on its own. You need to consume it with black pepper, which increases absorption by 2,000%, and with some fat. Or you can take a curcumin supplement. Barbara made golden milk every evening with turmeric, black pepper, coconut milk, and a touch of honey. She said it became her relaxing bedtime ritual, and she believes it helped her sleep better too. The fifth and final healing food is citrus fruits, oranges, grapefruit, lemons, and limes. These fruits are packed with vitamin C, which is absolutely essential for collagen production and cartilage health. Your body cannot make collagen without vitamin C. It's an essential cofactor in the collagen synthesis process. Without adequate vitamin C, your cartilage cannot repair itself properly. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant, protecting your joints from free radical damage. A large study published in the Annals of the Rheumatic Diseases followed thousands of people and found that those with the highest vitamin C intake had significantly lower risk of developing inflammatory arthritis. Another study showed that people with adequate vitamin C levels had slower progression of osteoarthritis and less cartilage loss over time. Aim for 1 to 2 servings of citrus daily, an orange with breakfast, grapefruit as a snack, lemon squeezed into water throughout the day. Barbara started having half a grapefruit every morning and an orange in the afternoon. Simple additions that provided her body with the vitamin C it needed for collagen production and joint repair. She said she also felt like her overall energy improved, which she attributed to better vitamin C intake. So what happened to Barbara after 4 months of avoiding those 3 inflammatory foods and consistently eating these 5 healing foods? She came back to my office and I could see the difference before she even said a word. She walked in with confidence. No more holding walls or furniture. No more grimacing with each step. She sat down in the chair without the slow, careful lowering I'd seen before. She looked at me and smiled. "Dr. Williams," she said, "I went hiking with my grandchildren last weekend. We did a 2-mile trail. I kept up with them. I played on the floor with my youngest grandson yesterday. I got down and I got back up without help. My knees don't hurt when I wake up anymore. I feel 10 years younger." I ran some assessments. Barbara's pain had decreased by 70%. Her morning stiffness, which used to last an hour, was now gone within 5 minutes. Her mobility scores had improved by 65%. Her inflammatory markers, which we'd tested initially, had dropped significantly. But more than the numbers, what mattered was that Barbara had her life back. She was playing with her grandchildren. She was hiking. She was traveling. She was living fully again. And she did it with food, no surgery, no harsh medications, just removing the foods that were causing inflammation and adding the foods that support joint health. Barbara asked me to share this message with you. She said, "If you're struggling with joint pain like I was, please try this. Give it 4 months. Be consistent." I never thought food could make this much difference. I thought I'd have to live with pain forever, but I was wrong. And if it worked for me, it can work for you. Let me give you a simple daily plan to get started. Breakfast, have a citrus fruit and eggs cooked in olive oil or avocado oil or oatmeal with berries and walnuts. Lunch, a large salad with leafy greens, olive oil dressing, and grilled chicken or canned salmon. Avoid deli meats. Snack, tart cherry juice or fresh cherries. Dinner, fatty fish like salmon at least twice a week, or other protein with plenty of vegetables cooked in healthy oils. Evening, golden milk with turmeric or a cup of bone broth. That's it. Simple, real food. No complicated recipes, no expensive ingredients. Make a shopping list today. Fatty fish, tart cherries or juice, bone broth or collagen powder, turmeric, citrus fruits, olive oil, and plenty of colorful vegetables. Everything on this list is available at any regular grocery store. You don't need specialty shops. And remember, consistency is key. Barbara didn't see dramatic changes in 1 week, but by week 3, she noticed improvement. By month 2, significant improvement. By month 4, transformation. Give your body time to heal. Be patient. Be consistent. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine 4 months from now. You've made these simple changes. You've avoided those 3 inflammatory foods. You've added these 5 healing foods to your daily routine. Imagine waking up without joint pain. Imagine walking, hiking, playing with grandchildren without limitation. Imagine traveling without fear of your joints failing you. Imagine feeling younger, stronger, more capable. This isn't fantasy. This is what Barbara achieved at 68, and what thousands of my patients have achieved. You can too. Here's what I want you to do today, right after watching this video. First, write down the 3 foods to avoid: refined grains and sugars, processed meats, high omega-6 oils. Put this list on your refrigerator. Second, make a shopping list for the 5 healing foods. Third, go shopping this week. Buy these foods. Fourth, start tomorrow morning. Not next week, not next month. Tomorrow. And fifth, commit to 4 months. Track your progress. Notice how you feel. Write it down. Barbara kept a journal, and watching her pain scores decrease week by week motivated her to keep going. If this information opened your eyes to how food affects your joint health, would you do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up? It helps me reach more people like Barbara who need this information. Please share this video with someone whose joints are hurting. This could change their life. Leave a comment below telling me which of these 5 foods you're going to start eating first. I read every comment, and I love hearing from you. Subscribe to this channel for more evidence-based health information that can truly make a difference in your life. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I'm Dr. Sarah Williams. Your joints don't have to fail as you age. Feed them right, move with joy, live fully, and I'll see you in my next video.